Hello and welcome to my live gear review. Well, actually it's not live because this week I am on holiday and I'm just pre-recording this gear review. So this is the Alpkit Artlu 10 litre pack and it weighs 410 grams first of all. So that's quite heavy as running packs go. It is a 10 litre pack, but most of the other packs that I've reviewed in my previous reviews have been less than that, including the weight of the bottles as well. So this pack doesn't come with any bottles. So I've added my own hydration bladder here and a Montane bottle in here. So 410 grams, quite heavy, but there is an upside to that in that it will last a long time. This fabric feels utterly bomb-proof. It feels like the kind of fabric that they used to make backpacks from before the lightweight craze started. So if you buy this pack, you can rest assured that it will last you a long time. It's just about 100 grams heavier than most of the other running packs on the market. So the reason that you might be interested in this pack is that it's really, really great value. So on the Alpkit website, it's going at the moment for £45, which is absolutely incredible considering the features and the quality of this pack. So I'm just going to put it on. I'm going to take you through the features first of all. So some people are going to really, really love this pack. And I think some people are going to feel a bit more like I do about it, which is that I can see it comes from a hiking background. Alpkit is an outdoor company. They make a lot of camping. You can really see where it comes from, in that it's sort of designed a bit more like a backpack than a running vest. So, but it is really, really good, and I'm going to take you through all the technical features first of all. So we've got two chest straps which do adjust here. So there's it's the same color as my t-shirt, but you can just see there's different tabs here, so you can slide these up or down so that you can get these chest straps really comfortable. There's a whistle here which makes a perfectly normal good whistle sound. Shh. There you go. So the straps, they don't tighten ever so much. So I'm a size 12 woman and I have got them on. This is the full tightness that these straps go to, okay? So this is the full extent of their tightness. They're stretchy here, so you can still breathe, but they are not the tightest of straps. I mean, I've worn packs before where you can get the straps all the way in like this, just because you need to. So this pack is a little bit big for a size 12 woman, and so that would probably mean that if you're a very slim man, it might be a little bit big, but if you fill it full of stuff like I have just here, then you'll see that there's a compression strap over on the side there, which I'll show you in a minute because it's quite hard to compress it further when you're wearing the pack. You need to take it off to do that. Okay, so let's now go to the water. So it's got a pocket here for a 500 milliliter water bottle. So my favorite water bottle, as probably you know if you've watched this channel for a while, is the Salomon soft bottle. However, this is really long. So I've put in a Montane 500 milliliter bottle just here, and I've secured it with the hydration tube elastic just there. So that's a Montane 500 milliliter bottle. You can see that there. It's backwards, but you know what I mean. So that pops in there really easily. And then there's a drawstring here, so you can tighten that in. And when you've got less water in it, you can just pop that down there and secure it so it doesn't flap around. So there you go, that's one side, that's one water bottle. Then on the other side, you haven't got another little water bottle pocket, you've got a zip pocket, and that is for an iPhone or a smartphone. So I've just put mine in, and it only just fits in. So I've got an iPhone 7. It has got a case on it, but the case isn't particularly big. So if you've got anything bigger than an iPhone 7 with a small case around it, it'll fit in, but you might just struggle to get that up, and you don't want to put too much pressure on zips over and over again. That one just just does up, but it's a little bit on the small side for the larger smartphone. So just bear that in mind if that's what you've got. So then above these two bottle or smartphone pockets, you've got some elastic loops. So I've put my hydration bladder through one of them, and the hydration bladder can come out either side here. So choose whichever side you like. And so then below, I'll just stand up here. You've got two really nice stretchy pockets here. So I've put a buff in one, just to show you that you can fit other stuff in there apart from food. And then I've just got a really nice, I really love these bars. They're from Velo Forte, and they're just delicious. I'm pretty much addicted to them. That's why there's only one left. And so you can fit probably about 3 at a push in there. And they've sort of got a little bit of a flip top to them just there. So they just hang quite nicely there. It's a very comfortable pack. So then I'll just turn the pack round. I'll just show you like what it is like that, and I'll just show you it from that angle as well. It's really weird doing this pre-recorded because usually by now there's a ton of questions on the right hand side that I'm having to field. So I'm just going to try and imagine some of your questions. So I'm going to take the pack off and show you the inside. So I've been hoiking it about with quite a lot of stuff in because it can take a ton of stuff, which is really, really nice. So it's got, first of all, a nice stretchy elastic front pocket there. I know one of the questions. Somebody asked me, they are an artist and they like to run and then sketch things. So they said, can you fit a sketchbook in the pocket? Well, I think they meant the front pocket. So I've got a series of sketchbooks just here. I've got all different sizes. So the small one, obviously that's going to fit in. This is a slightly bigger one that will definitely fit in. And then even bigger, sort of A5 size, this one, that's going to fit in. Equally, if you use this for commuting and you've got an iPad or something like that, or a small, very small laptop. So this is a bigger sketchbook. It's not quite A4 size, but it's similar to A4 size. So that is definitely not going to fit in there. But I'll try it in the main compartment in a moment. So that's nice and stretchy. It's also got a clip here for a light. So if you're using it for commuting, if you're cycling with it, then that is a good option as well. So the other thing I do like on packs, just personally, just for running, is a bit of bungee across there. So usually if a pack hasn't got any bungee, I'll actually attack another pack and just steal its bungee and put it on a new pack with no bungee. But there isn't really anywhere to put bungee on this pack. So that would be, for me personally, a downside, but it might not be for other people. So then we've got a front pocket just here. So it's quite nice. You can separate your gear into different compartments based on when you're going to be using it and what you're using it for. So I've just shoved a waterproof in here. I'll just unpack this as I go, just to show you the full extent of what the bag is capable of carrying. So that is a big, massive front pocket just there. Nice, robust fabric. Then we come to the main compartment, which is massive. So I've fitted my insulating jacket into here. I've also popped a survival bag in here. I've got my first aid kit in here, and quite frankly, you could fit tons more stuff than that in there if you pushed it down. The front pack, the main compartment's got a stretchy compartment here for your water bladder. It doesn't come with one, so I've just popped this Decathlon one in there. And then there is a nice zip pocket, mesh pocket at the top for any valuables. There's a key clip inside it, just there. And then if you flip that upwards, you will see, like you can see my hydration bladder's fallen down there. You'll see that there is a clip to hold the hydration bladder in place just up there. So that you can hold that up with the clip just there. So I'll turn that, just the part, the tube just feeds through here around to the front, and it feeds through either side, so you can drink from whatever side that you fancy. So I'll just take the hydration bladder out so that I can move the pack around a little bit more easily. It's got a handle just here, and I've just realised that I've forgotten to tell you about the side pockets. So I'll put the pack on again just to show you, because I'm not sure that, I'm just not sure about this sort of placement of these side pockets, just for me personally, because I'll go this way around because the light's better. But so it's a zip pocket and it's here, and to reach it at that angle, that's kind of a stretch for me. And then to put it back up is kind of a two-hand job. And it's a little bit faffy because the zip sort of points backwards, so you've got to sort of hoik backwards, like you're not just hoiking forwards, you're going around that back panel just there to tighten that back up again. But so for me, those pockets are not as accessible as possibly that I'd like in a pack, but they are nice and big and stretchy, so you can fit a whole pair of gloves in there. So you can access them, but I'm just a massive fan of a side pocket in this area here because it's just so easy to access. That's just me, and I don't know what anyone else thinks about this because it's not live, so I can't get your comments on this. But next week I will be live again on Tuesday at 1 p.m. So definitely I'll keep the pack on hand so that after I've talked about the pack that I'm going to talk about next week, we can all have a chat about this one as well. So then there's the other side pocket, which is the same. So it's similarly slightly hard to access. And I know this sounds really pernickety, but after you've been running for about 7 hours or 30 miles, then this kind of thing is really important. So I've just stuffed a windproof in that side one just to show you how big the pocket is. I'm going to take the pack off again and just show you quite how large it is by putting my hand inside it. So there it is. Nice large pocket, nice and stretchy just there. So it's a nice big pocket. I just want it to be here instead. And this is quite a good place to show you the tightening system. So this is just very simply a cord, and you just pull it tighter at the side there like that. So when I've got the pack full and I've got everything pulled as tight as possible, then the pack doesn't bounce around, and that's fine. It works. I can run with this pack. However, if you're smaller than me, you might just struggle to get it tight enough. That's the only thing I can think of there. It is interesting. It definitely is interesting to see Alpkit make a running pack like this, because it is a totally different design to the kind of running packs that just come from a running background. So if I could just grab one quickly, like this Run Hill pack, you can just see how floppy it is in comparison to this one, which is it's kind of got a bit of a stiffness to the back. I watched the video just now that they've made about it on their website, and they've said that the back is not rigid and it's not stiff so that it molds to your body, but this is by far the stiffest back of any dedicated running pack that I've ever tested. And it also it means that on my shoulders, because they're not as wide as a man's shoulders, it feels like it's sort of creeping in a bit like a normal backpack for hiking. So it just is a little bit stiff, even though they say it's not stiff. So they'll probably email me about that. So just for comparison, just look how not stiff that is. That's my idea of a running pack. Is basically just a vest that you put on that's a bit like your clothing, just an extra sort of a waistcoat design. But they have got a really good pole carrying system on this. So let me just show you how's that going to be easiest. So basically it's this orange loop here, plus this bit of bungee cord just here. So maybe if I put it on and show you, I do apologise for still not having a pair of running poles, but good news, I have been invited to the Lecky pole demonstration weekend at Glenmore Lodge. So I'm very excited about that, because hopefully I'm going to steal a pair of poles so that I can demonstrate things with them. So so this pole goes through here like so. Well, like you'd probably have 2 poles. If you were using running poles. Sorry, it's a bit big, but it's just to show the concept of hooking a pole on. And then you get the bungee cord. Let's just stand up. The bungee cord just here. And then you just clip it through like that. And then you tighten it up like that. So obviously, if you were using running poles, they'd be half the length of this one, so they wouldn't stick out. You're not just like charging into battle with a lance here, so they would stick out a lot less. But basically, that is how you carry the poles. And I think that if it wasn't a long hiking pole, I think that would be fine. I don't think that your arms would bash into that pole. You can see my arms moving quite easily there. So that's a really interesting way of carrying poles. I think I really like the Raid Light way of carrying poles. They've got 2 bits of elastic here and here, and you pop the pole across your body like that. You do feel a bit like a dog with a bone, but it isn't wider. It isn't wider than your shoulders, so you're not going to get stuck in any fences. So yeah, that is pretty much the Alpkit Artlu 10 litre running pack. And well, it calls it a running vest, actually. Just seen this label and it calls it a running vest. I'd call it a running backpack because it's very much backpacky compared to vesty. And I can't tell, because it's not the live chat, I can't tell if that's an understandable way of putting it, but I'd be really keen to know if anybody else has got one of these packs already and can sort of give me an opinion. Maybe there's a guy out there who's a bit bigger than I am who can sort of just put me straight about the fit for larger people, because I just feel like this pack is a little bit on the large side, and if you were any smaller than me, and I know there's tons of people who are smaller than me out there, then it might not do up tight enough for you to not be bouncing around. So yeah, it'd be great to hear from you if you've got this pack. And can you see what I mean as well about this sort of the stiffness of this bit here? The stiffness of the back that rises, it goes all the way up, and it sort of makes this bit here a little bit tight on my neck. I'm used to packs sort of sitting a bit more like that, like a bit more like a waistcoat. So I know it's only £45, and I really like Alpkit as a brand. They make really good quality stuff. This is bomb-proof, but for me, this pack it's too heavy. It doesn't go tight enough. The adjustment doesn't go tight enough. The side pockets are a little bit difficult to access, and there's a lack of an easily accessed side pocket just here. And the neck just feels like after a fair few miles it might start to rub a little bit. So even for £45, for me personally, this isn't a good option. I'd probably go for more like the Ron Hill Nano 3 litre pack, which is also 45 quid, or the Pioneer 8 litre pack from Ron Hill, which is also I've seen that online for £45 as well. I'm also going to be testing some more budget packs as we move through into autumn. So keep joining me on Tuesday at 1 PM for my pack reviews. And I would just be really keen to hear what you think, because there was a lot of clamour on, I put up on social media, I asked people, what shall I test next? And lots of people wanted me to test the Alpkit Artlu 10 litre pack. So I feel a bit sad that it's it's definitely not my favourite pack. I will keep trying it on my holiday. We're going to Pembrokeshire. That's where I am now. If you're watching this at 1 p.m. on a Tuesday, I will keep trying it, and I'll get my husband to try it as well, because obviously he's a bit bigger than me. But I just think that even for £45, there are better running packs available, more specific running packs. So yes, I feel like I should apologise to Alpkit, because they have sent me this lovely, lovely pack, and it is really well designed, but it's just personally not quite what I would go for. So I hope that helps you. Do tune in next Tuesday when I'll be testing another pack from my budget packs range, and do subscribe if you found this useful, and have a look at all my other backpack films as well. I seem to be becoming the queen of backpacks in the trail running community, but hopefully this has been useful, and it's just given you a bit more of an idea of what the pack is actually like from an independent perspective. And I'll see you next Tuesday for another review of another pack, and I'll also have this one standing by in case you've got any questions that you've been unable to ask me because this is not live. So enjoy the trails this weekend. The weather is still brilliant, so get out there, get running, and I will see you out there. If you live in Pembrokeshire, do say hi. I'm pretty recognisable, and yeah, just enjoy the views. Keep the great comments coming. It's fantastic to chat to you all, and I will see you out there on the trails.